Now then, let's begin with a simple explanation of the class trial. During the class trial, you will present your arguments for who the killer is and vote for who done it. If you vote correctly, then only the blackened will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong person... I couldn't tell, but is Mikan's X'd out on her portrait? Does it look like medical gauze to anybody else? I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and that person will earn the right to leave this island. I'm sure you guys are starving by now, but let's get revved up and ready to go! I was thinking about that. That piece of bread and milk that he gave us probably wouldn't last long. Whoever survives will be treated to a fancy lunch. Guess what? Rabbit curry is on the menu. Is it made from Monami?
Huh? I'm not the main ingredient. What?
I'm here today because Coach Nekomaru risked his life to protect me. I'm gonna be the one who avenges him. I'll definitely find out who the killer is.
I somehow doubt that, but good luck.
I'm definitely not tempted by curry. Got it?
It's the second time.
Akane,
the
you
second
seem to
time
have an impressive
curry
amount of
has
drool flowing from your
motivated
mouth.
her.
Hey, why don't we try going over the incident?
Good idea.
We weren't able to leave Strawberry House, so I want to make sure we get a detailed understanding.
I discovered Nekomaru's body a little before 7 a.m. I headed over to Grape Tower for Monokuma Taichi and found the body there. Hajime and Chiaki were also with me.
Hajime was with Miss Sonia and Chiaki that early in the morning?
Kazuichi, shut up.
Don't tell me you three were together since last night!
Imbecile! I am not some woman with flexible legs.
Of course you're not. You're much classier than that.
With legs like those, I could probably do the splits real easy.
Good God.
We just happened to run into each other on the first floor of Grape House and went to the tower together.
And then, the three of us discovered Nekomaru's body.
The body discovery announcement was made soon after. Akane heard that and rushed over.
We heard the body discovery announcement too, from Strawberry House, obviously.
Right.
As I recall, we found out the elevator was out of order, which left us stuck.
So we decided to go to the tower for the time being and headed for Strawberry Hall. But someone even broke Strawberry Hall's door button. We couldn't go anywhere because of that.
Thinking we should at least find some method to communicate,
Which
we set our sights
made
on the
me
lounge
realize
telephone.
that now that we know that Strawberry Hall could have been open the whole time, that kind of...
Forget these boring intros. Let's talk about the
I
killer.
agree.
Anyway, it's definitely someone from Strawberry House.
What do you mean, definitely?
Well, I mean, you're not wrong, I don't think. But why do you say definitely, though?
There's no way a chick would kill someone so cruelly. So it must be one of you Strawberry House dudes.
Flimsy reason.
One of you better hurry up and confess, or I'll break all of you in half!
You're the cruelest one here!
Now. Enough with the lover's quarrel.
Lover's quarrel.
We need to think about this seriously. We don't have the luxury of discussing irrelevant things. The incident this time has many questions.
Yes, it does.
The incident notwithstanding, I also have many questions.
Then let's start with something even Miss Sonia can understand. The weapon.
Nakito's reaction.
Well, the weapon is obvious,
It
right?
was that hammer that was on the ground, right?
What the heck, you guys? The weapon! You could totally tell just by looking.
Yeah. Tell what the weapon is just by looking. It wouldn't be much of a mystery if that were true. The only thing I think of trying to that looked like the weapon was probably the mallet that we found, but still, I don't know about that. The new-looking hammer, right? It's in the bullet of the reason why I don't think it is.
I guess we should figure out the weapon first.
The weapon was right there at the scene of the
Ooh,
crime!
loud silencer is powerful now.
That pillar, huh?
Stop!
No, the hammer! The killer used that hammer and beat the crap out of him!
Nope.
No, that's wrong! No, I can't accept that that hammer was the murder weapon.
Why not? Why can't you
Because
accept
it's too
it?
clean.
A lot of oil was flowing from Nekomaru's body, just like human blood, right?
Yeah.
If the hammer was used to beat Nekomaru, you'd expect some oil to be on it at least.
But that hammer was clean. So that's why you can't accept that it's the murder
Exactly.
weapon.
Well, yeah, but the killer might have wiped off the oil
And
later.
then put the rag where?
Why?
Well, obviously, to make the hammer look like it's not the murder
I see
weapon.
why your logic's falling apart.
Then why bother cleaning the oil? If they didn't want it to look suspicious, they would have discarded the hammer.
You're pretty insightful, baby gangsta.
Baby gangsta? Me?
Just so you all know, I was trying to
Sure
test
you
you guys. I thought, maybe you guys mistook the hammer for the weapon or something.
Oh, boy.
Seems that was a waste of
Indeed
time.
it was.
Then what was the real weapon used to murder Nekomaru?
That's the problem. There wasn't anything else at the crime scene that looked like a potential weapon.
Then, how about we look at it from a different
What do
angle?
you mean?
If it doesn't have oil on it, it's not the weapon. So whatever has oil on it must be the weapon, right?
Okay, I guess so. The actual weapon has oil on it, but if it's something from the crime scene that had oil on it, it would be the broken pillar.
I see! The only thing with oil on it is that broken
Yeah, but
pillar.
we already confirmed with Akane that it couldn't have been used to bludgeon him.
Then that pillar is the weapon. Coach Nekomaru
Akane.
got clobbered with that pillar.
Akane, we figured out
Nobody
earlier
could
that,
withstand a blow from that pillar.
that wasn't possible.
Even if you used 100% of your muscle strength, it would be impossible to wield it as a weapon.
Why?
We tried to move
Yeah,
it,
we
right?
did. Yeah, and it wouldn't budge.
Yeah, that pillar was pretty freaking heavy. But there's one dude who could have lifted that pillar.
Huh? Who are you talking about?
Coach Nekomaru's robot body. With that dude's super strength, lifting a pillar would be real easy.
True.
So, he lifted the pillar, and then what? Did he use it to beat himself?
You mean Nekomaru killed himself?
Don't be stupid. He ain't the type to commit suicide.
Then even if Nekomaru could have lifted that pillar, it has nothing to do with the case at all.
Really, you guys? I mean, obviously it does, because it's covered with oil, but I guess we'll get to that later.
I guess you're right.
What the heck?
But it does bother me a little. That word, suicide. Yeah, because Nagito mentioned earlier. By the way, the fourth murder of the killing school life was apparently ruled a suicide. Huh? No, that shouldn't matter. There's no way Nekomaru would commit suicide.
But that's a problem. If it's not the pillar, then there's no other weapon we can think of.
There may be a way to use the pillar as a weapon without lifting it.
Huh? For reals?
Yes, for reals.
I see. So my gut was right after all. Alright, it's up to you, Sonia. Prove that pillar was the murder weapon.
Understood. Then I shall give it
So
my
I'm guessing I'm
all.
gonna have to consent to something that
Sonia, here I
that
go.
Sonia says on this next one. Make your argument. Wire, goodnight button, oil on the floor, tipped over a pillar. I'm guessing I need this, but let's see.
There's no need to lift that pillar.
If the pillar was not lifted, beating him with it is beyond a dream.
What about tipping the pillar over?
What is that piece of
They aimed right for his head and bullseye.
white noise?
Even
say?
I could probably tip it over.
Ah, I see.
Considering the pillar's weight, it probably exerted a ton of force.
Yeah.
Sonia, you go, girl! I'm getting hella excited!
The killer murdered Nekomaru by tipping that pillar over. Is that really it?
There's no need to lift that pillar.
If the pillar was not lifted, beating him with it is beyond a
Don't
dream.
interfere, hammies.
What about tipping the pillar over?
What's that mean?
They aimed right for his head and bullseye.
Even I could probably tip it over.
Considering the pillar's weight,
I got
it
it.
probably exerted a ton
Pillar
of
fragments
force.
to the first thing that Sonia
Sonia,
says that
you
was
go,
highlighted.
girl!
Because we
I'm getting hella
we
excited!
determined that the pillar fragments were under his body, not on top. Okay, I got it.
There's no need to lift.
If the pillar was beating him with it is beyond a dream.
What about tipping the pillar over?
Nope.
No, that's wrong! If Nekomaru was crushed by the pillar, then there should have been fragments on top of his body.
And there were not.
Huh? Fragments?
The pillar fragments were scattered beneath Nekomaru's body, but there weren't any on top of his body.
Right.
If the pillar had been tipped over and crushed him, the fragments should have been on top of his body instead.
Right.
I briefly considered that too. But it's probably not what happened.
I see. That was entirely my bad.
If they didn't tip it
Hello,
over,
when Sonya tries to
then
use
how did the
sling.
killer murder Nekomaru with that pillar?
How much longer are you gonna focus on the pillar? Just let it go already.
There's no way I can let it go. I'm positive that Nekomaru was killed by that pillar.
With that.
Why are you so certain about that?
I just have a feeling.
A feeling, huh? That's just your instincts.
But we can't say for sure that that instinct is wrong, can we? There's another way to use that pillar to kill. You guys just haven't noticed it.
Is that true?
Then I shall ask you, what way is that?
Nagito's not willing to talk right
You
now.
guys, same as
He's
usual.
moody again.
You're unable to clear a path to the future with your own powers. So you just stand there and falter.
It's true, they do that a lot.
What a waste of talent. And you all intend to fight the Future Foundation? You make me laugh.
Jeez.
What did you say?
Regardless, it's not like I want to die with the rest of you. So I guess I should lend a hand.
Jeez.
Hey, Nagito. What the hell happened to you? How come you're not talking like a lunatic anymore?
I've learned a valuable lesson. Ignorance is by far the greatest shame.
Huh? What do you mean?
Who cares? Just tell us how the pillar was used to kill.
Well, first of all, the pillar itself is not enough.
Okay, keep going.
But when combined with a specific item, there's a way it could be possible.
Specific item.
A specific item?
Of course, the ultimate weapon.
Ultimate weapon?
Isn't that the thing you get when you clear the final dead room?
So, Nagito knows what the ultimate weapon is?
Of course I know. But I'm pretty sure everyone else has seen it, you know?
We have?
We've seen it?
That's right. You've seen it clearly. Because I, the one who has claimed dominion over evil, am the ultimate
God.
weapon. I am he who cuts the insolent catalyst which flows out from the chaos with the sword
What in the
of
world are you
victory.
talking about?
It's only fitting that I deserve to be called the ultimate weapon.
No, you are far greater than the ultimate weapon, since you wield your 4 dark devas of destruction.
He blushed.
I see.
I don't know why, but I'm not liking this.
Cut the bullshit and say it clearly. What is the ultimate weapon?
In order to clarify that, we first need to solve the secret of the
Okay,
Funhouse.
let's do that.
Huh? The secret of the Funhouse?
You still don't realize it? Jeez, get it together. You're supposed to be the symbols of hope, aren't you? Ah, I forgot. Except for Hajime, of
Seriously,
course.
dude.
Except for Hajime?
If we make it out of this, I'll explain it to you guys.
Anyway, we must first clarify the secret of the Funhouse, right? Then I think it must have something to do with the structure of the Funhouse.
Okay. That's a good start.
Strawberry House leads to Strawberry Tower, and Grape House leads to Grape Tower. But in actuality, they are both the same building, and both houses are linked to the central tower.
Right. Okay.
It is undeniable that such a sweet building structure is the secret of the
Can
Funhouse.
you please stop using slang?
Man, not only does that make perfect sense, but Miss Sonia's beautiful voice is just so soothing.
Faux show! I shall leave this matter to your discretion.
2 houses are connected to the tower in the middle. I thought that at first too, but I ended up finding proof that completely contradicts that. Yes, we did. Thanks to Nagito. Okay, let's go. Wire, good night. Strange feeling in the tower. Okay, let's go.
In truth, Strawberry Tower and Grape Tower are actually the exact same place.
Okay, I agree with that
So
so
that's
far.
the secret of the Funhouse.
Is that really it?
It's weird to say they're both the same place. I mean, the walls are different colors.
Yeah, that's true.
And the designs on the floor are also different.
It's also true.
We've already settled this problem. Give it 10 years before you argue with Miss Sonia.
This whole time we've been thinking that the two towers are the same building, but if that was the only mystery, there's no way Nagito would mention it here. Okay.
In truth, Strawberry Tower and Grape Tower are actually the exact same place.
So that's the secret of the Funhouse.
Is that really it?
I'm not sure what I'm supposed to shoot here.
It's weird to say they're both the same place. I mean, the walls are different colors. And the designs on the floor are also different.
We've already settled this problem.
Okay, I think the first
Give it 10
thing,
years before you argue with Miss Sonia.
I think the first thing Sonia says that it's available to be shot. It should be shot.
In
with
truth, Strawberry Tower and Grape Tower are actually the exact same place.
There we go.
No, that's wrong! Both of those towers, are they really the same place?
Why are you asking that now? Do you harbor a grudge because my kingdom destroyed your homeland?
Hajime, I won't tolerate any sort of rebellion.
I mean, doesn't it seem strange? When we went to Grape Tower from Grape Hall, Nekomaru's body was in front of the door to Strawberry Hall. But when we went to Strawberry Tower from Strawberry Hall, his body was in front of the door to Grape Hall.
Right. Okay, so we're gonna tackle this problem now.
Probably some kind of trick, like the floor rotating 180 degrees or something. If it is, then see? That means it could have passed as the exact same place, right?
Not exactly.
If so, then what? Do you seriously think such a simple answer is the correct answer?
Does that mean he's
Yes.
wrong?
Oops, I guess I've said too much.
If the floor didn't rotate, then that means we need to think about the structure of the building again.
Bow down.
Oh God, Sonia, what?
Then how about this? Somebody moved Nekomaru's body.
How?
While we were moving from Grape Tower to Strawberry
It's
Tower,
not possible.
but we should have all been together during that time. Even if they tried to move the body inside the tower.
Then Monokuma did it.
Again, no.
While we were moving, Monokuma quickly moved things around.
No.
But Nekomaru's body wasn't the only thing moved. Are you saying the broken pillar was moved too?
If it is too heavy to carry, let them roll it. Just like if there is no bread, let them eat cake.
That's not how that saying goes, but okay. Anyway, I need the oil sword here. Oil on the floor. Yeah, that's what I need. Thank you.
There are many different ways. The body and the pillar could have been moved. The pillar could have been rolled. And Nekomaru could have been moved piece by piece. I decree it was Monokuma's doing.
Ow. She's overcoming my arguments with great confidence. I need to counter her remarks and wait for an opportunity to refute her.
There are many different ways. The body and the pillar could have been moved. The pillar could have been rolled. And Nekomaru could have been moved piece by piece. I decree it was Monokuma's doing.
Oh my God, what?
There are many different ways. The body and the pillar could have been moved. The pillar could have been rolled. And Nekomaru could have been moved piece by piece. I decree it was Monokuma's doing.
Okay, I don't understand what's going on.
There are many different ways. The body and the pillar could have been moved. And Nekomaru could have been moved piece by piece. I decree it was Monokuma's doing.
Oh, I ran out of cuts. I didn't even notice.
Moving the body and the pillar in such a
That's
short
what
time.
he meant by waiting.
That might be hard even for Monokuma, don't you think?
It seems you have forgotten. Monokuma is surprisingly strong, wielding the power of the futuristic Robo-Bear.
That is an odd apple of an assumption. There is no way I can understand what you are saying.
crap!
I got damaged.
It seems you have forgotten. Monokuma is surprisingly strong. Wielding the power of the capilla, he could have moved it all easy as pie.
A whole one. Okay.
It seems you have forgotten. Monokuma is surprisingly strong. Wielding the pillar, the body, everything at the crime.
Oh,
Allow me to cut through those words.
Hear that saying everything, nor did I see that it was
Moving the
glowing.
body and pillar is possible, but it would have been impossible to move the oil on the floor.
True, the oil stayed in the same
When the
place.
position of Nekomaru's body and the pillar changed, the oil surrounding his body moved too. Physically moving all of the oil like that is simply not possible, no matter how you look
Yeah,
at it.
exactly.
Then it's impossible to think it was moved.
I am terribly sorry. I cannot believe I got so fired
It's okay,
up.
Sonia.
It's all right. A fired up Miss Sonia is awesome to
I
watch.
agree with that.
So what really happened? Does that mean the two towers aren't the same building?
We can't be certain of that either. Not when the experiment involving the handbook I left on the tower floor was a complete success.
True.
Yeah, the e-handbook was still there. That's why we thought the two towers were the same building.
If they're not the same building or two different buildings, then what are they?
No idea, huh?
This mystery ties into the secret of the Funhouse, but we don't have enough clues to solve that mystery. Then the only thing we can do is rely on the one person who has those clues, Nagito, who's mad at everybody.
Hey, Nagito.
I thought it would come to this. I knew my turn was coming up. Fine. I'll tell you guys a big hint that can help you solve the secret of the Funhouse.
Give us the answer, not a friggin'
No.
hint.
But then it wouldn't mean anything. I need you guys to do this class trial properly. It's also important for me because it will help me determine something.
What? Is he talking about the traitor? If so, why didn't Nagito say that all of a sudden? Did something happen to him?
But how do we know your hint is any good? It's suspicious that you're the only one who knows it.
I have a good reason for that. The reason I'm the only one who knows it is because I was the only one who performed the appropriate action.
Perform the appropriate action in order to learn the secret. Could he be talking about the life-threatening game?
I see!
Oh, that's right. He did it on the highest difficulty,
You're talking
right?
about the final dead room, right? You cleared the life-threatening game there and found something, didn't you?
That's right. The hint is what I saw after I cleared it. In the depths of the final dead room, there was a hidden room surrounded by concrete. And there, a small conspicuous window waited, all by itself. From that window, I saw some very strange scenery.
Strange scenery?
Instead of explaining it, it might be faster just to show you.
Show. What?
At an opportune time, I
Oh,
found
that's
a
right.
perfect camera
Okay.
in the final dead
Well,
room.
this is the first time that showing
Took a picture?
people the spot selection
Yep.
actually makes sense. Nagito grinned creepily as he retrieved a small digital camera from his inner pocket.
See? This is it.
As he said that, he showed us a peculiar picture. Oh.
Let me explain it to you again. I took this picture on the first floor of Strawberry House, from the secret room within the final dead room. But don't you think it's weird? If the Funhouse's structure is what you guys have been thinking,
Oh.
then there's lots of things that don't make sense in this picture, right?
Yes, you are completely right. Because what for on the first floor of Strawberry House, that means that Strawberry Tower we can see, but from the way that we were thinking the structure was, we should be able to see Grape House from here, and we can't. Lots of things that shouldn't make sense in this picture.
Then let's begin. Shall I call it thinking time?
Did you just mock Monokuma? That doesn't make sense in this picture. Spot selection, duh. Choose a suspicious spot.
Here! If the structure of the funhouse is what we thought it was, Grape House and Strawberry House should link to the tower in the middle. Which means, if you're viewing the tower from Strawberry House, you should see Grape House behind it. But in this photo, I don't see anything behind the tower. No shadow, no shape, no Grape House at all.
Right.
I see. And is that it?
Nagito said there's lots of things that don't make sense in this photo. It means there are other contradictions contained in it. Other contradictions? What doesn't make sense in this picture? Is it the tower itself? It's the tower, right? There's only one tower in the picture. Okay, never mind.
Crap!
That's gonna damage me. Wow, I took a lot of damage. Jeez. I have no idea. Oh, okay, apparently that was right.
You said this photo was taken from the hidden room inside the final dead room, right? If that's the case, then that means it should have been taken from the first floor of Strawberry House.
Oh, and you're above the trees. Okay, I got it.
Yeah, it should have been.
Then, this is definitely strange. This photo doesn't look like it was taken from the first floor. The angle suggests it was taken from higher up.
Okay, that didn't click when I first saw
That's right. Good call.
that. Thanks.
In summary, this is the truth contained in this photo. The first floor of Strawberry House is located in a high area, and Grape House is not behind the tower.
It's not? Are you saying that Grape House is merely an illusion spell cast by Monokuma's cursed eye?
From this point on, do your own thinking. Now that you've finally met the same requirements as me,
I don't blame you for having that response.
if you guys are truly symbols of hope, you can easily solve a simple mystery like this. It might be possible for Hajime to solve it too, even though he's just a normal high school student. Despite the fact that you don't have a real talent, you already know about the other clue.
Other clue? Is he talking about that one time when he appeared mysteriously? Yeah. Because I showed up.
You're referring to when you suddenly appeared on the second floor of Grape House, right?
Oh, I see. He went through the floor hatch. Oh, okay. I get it.
I'm asking you just to be safe. At the time, where do you think I came from?
The top floor, right?
Such sharp eyes. So you realized it already.
Top floor. So the third floor?
But the Monokuma Archive should be the only room on the third floor of Grape House.
Oh, does that mean the floor hatch leads into the Monokuma Archive?
What does it mean?
Was that thing just now another hint to figuring out the mystery behind the Funhouse's structure? The reason Nagito appeared from the third floor? Using the photo he took, I might be able to find the answer if I just think about it. About to do a logic dive. Oh, great. Alright, let's do this. Or Hangman's Gambit, I can't tell which. Logic dive, okay. Yeah, because he said if I think real hard, which means we're doing this. I don't know what it is about this minigame, but it's not as fun as it could be. Because like one little mistake and you take damage. Well, excuse you, game. You can't do that. Question 1. The Strawberry House and Grape House both... Okay, we have to clarify this for Gundam, I guess. Yes, they exist. What type of question is that? Whoa. Really? Can you stop? Okay, question 2. The Strawberry House and Grape House the same buildings or two different buildings? They're the same building. They're built one on top of the other. with Strawberry House being on top of Grape House. That's what the structure seems to imply, anyway. Whoa. How are Strawberry House and Grape House positioned? They are positioned vertically, right? I always get vertical and horizontal mixed up. I'm pretty sure it's vertical, right? Yeah, I guess. Okay, good. Whoa. Okay, good. Okay, so only took a little bit of damage during that.
It's all coming together!
How was I supposed to know this stuff was just gonna appear out of thin air? That's never happened before.
Got it. I know the secret of the Funhouse.
Then let me hear it. What kind of answer will you give, I wonder?
Stop testing us, please.
In the picture Nagito took from Strawberry House, I didn't see Grape House at all. So where did Grape House go? There was only one possibility. It was in a position where it couldn't be seen from Strawberry House.
Right.
Which means Strawberry House and Grape House are in the same building, but on different floors.
Same building, different floors?
Yes.
Then the two houses aren't two different 3-story buildings. They're actually one 6-story
There you
building?
go, you all got it.
If you think about it like that, based on Nagito's picture, it's clear where Strawberry House is located.
Strawberry House is located on the floors above Grape House.
I see!
I almost
top
wanted
of
to get
Grape
that
House.
wrong just to see
That's where
Nagito
Strawberry House is
chastise
located.
Hajime, but I'm not gonna do that.
Because of that, the photo taken from the first floor of Strawberry House was at a high angle. Altogether, this means the first floor of Strawberry House is also the 4th floor above Grape House.
Okay.
Oh snap! I never
Where are you
expected
learning
that the
this
two
lingo
houses were
from?
connected vertically.
But what about the shape of the building? The two houses were completely different shapes.
Strawberry House is 4-sided, and Grape House is 6-sided,
Yes.
right?
It never occurred to us that they were the same building because it was structured with two different shapes.
That's actually pretty clever.
A quadrilateral and a hexagon. Overlaid atop each other to misdirect how we would perceive them.
Yeah, because the rectangle would line up perfectly with the hexagon. Yeah, like that,
And
exactly.
it worked, didn't it? Disregarding the tower, we fully believe the two houses were two separate, distinct buildings.
In order to conceal the unique design of the Funhouse, Monokuma put us to sleep so we couldn't look at the outside of the building when he brought us to it.
Right.
You've just been Kuma'd! Don't you think a building full of so many surprises totally deserves to be called a fun house?
I guess.
Then it's true? The building was really like that?
That's right! Those two houses exist on different floors in the same building!
Interesting.
Constructing a building like that on your own without my knowledge? How horrible!
Kind of like how in the first game, the lower part of Hope's Peak Academy that we were trapped in was underneath the original school building, if you remember
Then
that.
what about the towers? Are they arranged vertically just like the houses?
It would seem so.
Yeah, Strawberry Tower and Grape Tower should have also been different floors inside the same building.
Yep.
Just like Strawberry House was on top of Grape House. Strawberry Tower was also on top of Grape Tower.
Wow, this is a really clever design.
However, if they're different floors within the same building, why was Nekomaru's body in both places?
Really?
Aw, your precious hammies don't know? But it's so
I swear if you say
simple.
something stupid.
Alrighty then. I'll be the one who solves this mystery in a flash. Please watch me, Miss Sonia.
Oh, I see. Do whatever
She
you
doesn't
like.
even care.
I'll definitely make her watch me. I'm gonna stand out till she notices me.
Kazuichi, sad soul. Hanakuma file number 4, goodnight button, tipped over pillar, chain... I don't know. Let's see, what do you have to say?
I'm gonna solve this mystery in a flash.
Uh-huh.
Hurry up, dumbass!
One of the bodies in one of the towers was actually a dummy!
Really?
You mean a fake body?
Nekomaru died with a mechanical body. It should be possible to construct a dummy from spare parts.
You're magnificent, Gundam!
No fair! You totally stole my spotlight!
So which one was a fake body?
Shut up! Just pick one of them!
A dummy of Nekomaru's body existed. Does that mean the killer prepared it in advance? But is something like that even possible? I'm
gonna solve
don't
this
think
mystery in a
so.
flash!
Then hurry up, dumbass!
One of the bodies in one of the towers was actually a dummy!
No.
No, that's wrong!
I'm glad I got that right. I wasn't sure if that was the right bullet to use.
Nekomaru's body wasn't a dummy. That can be proven by Kazuichi's account.
Me?
Yes, you.
Remember? When we moved from Grape Tower to Strawberry Tower, we thought the body had moved. And that's when you said,
Not just that, the parts I carefully arranged when I disassembled the body all moved too.
right up until that moment, you were disassembling Nekomaru's body at Grape Tower, right? The killer couldn't have known how you'd take apart his body, so they couldn't have built
Exactly.
a dummy.
Unless Kazuichi was the one who built the dummy, then it would be a different
No,
story.
it's just that Kazuichi is a dummy.
Miss Sonia, that's a pretty harsh joke.
She's not joking.
You are joking,
Nope.
right?
It's alright. Kazuichi is not the killer. If he was, he wouldn't have fixed the elevator or the button in Strawberry
Good
Hall.
point.
It'd be much more convenient for the killer if it stayed broken.
I see. That is disappointing.
Oh my.
I'm even more disappointed.
However, even if Nekomaru's body wasn't a dummy, it's meaningless if we don't have the important answer.
The reason Nekomaru's body
My
was in
god,
both
Sonya
towers,
wanted to see Kazuichi
even
get
though it was
executed.
supposed to be on different floors.
Maybe it was simply moved?
The body moved to a different floor?
You can't think of a device like that? A device that moves things to different floors in the same building?
A device like that? A device that transports things to different floors in the same building. I feel like I've seen that before. Alright, let's do this. If I do Hangman's Gambit for this. Are you serious? The answer is elevator. If that's not obvious. Which apparently it's not to Hajime. Elevator. Thank you. What in the world was that? I need an L. I saw one earlier. There it is. Okay, put the E down for a quick second. Back up. And put it down again. Ooh, that was close. Get rid of this. Need a V. Nope. Elevator. My god. Ah. Really? Elevator. Nope. I think I destroyed a T by accident there. I need to know. Well, that was nerve-wracking. I got it! I hate that it gets faster as the game goes.
You must be talking about an elevator.
Thanks.
What? Are you saying Nekomaru's body was transported using an elevator?
Yes.
Where the hell is this elevator anyway?
God, you guys are stupid.
It's the tower itself. The inside of the tower is one big elevator. which means the tower was designed so that the whole room goes up and down like an elevator. So whether you enter from Strawberry Hall or Grape Hall,
Somebody's
it all
gonna be
leads to
like,
the
but
same
what about
room,
the door on the
right?
other side of the tower? That changed.
So that's why we could only enter it from one side or the other.
Now that you mention it, sometimes when I pressed the door button, it took a while for it to
Yeah,
open.
just like an elevator.
I see. We were basically waiting for the room to arrive, just like an elevator.
Please hold on. If the inside of the whole tower ascends and descends like an elevator, then why is there a picture of a strawberry on the far back door when you enter from Grape Tower? And a picture of a grape on the far back door when you enter from Strawberry
Most
Tower.
likely the door is not a part of the elevator, it just shifts up and down, so when it's in position, that's what you see.
If the room just moves up and down like an elevator, there's no reason for the doors to change.
Simple logic.
Plus, after the incident, the far back door in Grape Tower had chains wrapped around it,
We
right?
just established that the doors don't matter.
But when we entered Strawberry Tower, those chains were gone.
Not just that, but if I remember correctly, even the doorknob was broken off.
Am I really gonna have to spell this part out for you guys?
There are too many strange things. Was that tower really an elevator?
Yes.
When you see people and things, make sure you focus on the good parts instead of the bad.
What?
What did you say?
So, let's put aside what's changed and focus our attention on what hasn't.
Okay,
Why do we have to do that?
that makes sense.
It's fine. Come on. What does everything that hasn't changed have in common?
The things that didn't change when we moved between the two towers. That includes the body, the pillar, and the oil. We've been talking about that stuff for a while now. There shouldn't be anything strange about them, not even the fact that they all moved with the elevator. The one thing that these things have in common is that they were all on the floor.
I see!
Right, anything on the floor didn't change.
is it safe to say that all the items on the floor didn't change?
And
And
why did the picture on the far back door change? If you can figure that out, you'll have the
It's fake.
answer. The reason is because that elevator has something unique about
What?
it.
There's something unique about that elevator. Only the floor moves, there is no ceiling. Oh. Only the floor moves?
I see!
Isn't that what I just said?
so that's it. The elevator was designed so only the floor moved.
Only the floor moved?
Which means the whole room wasn't an elevator, only the floor was.
Oh, I see.
That's why we saw different doors in each tower. Which means on the first floor of Grape Tower, the door on the far back wall had a strawberry
Right.
design. And on the fourth floor, which was Strawberry Tower, a different door on the far back wall had a grape design.
Then, where do the different floors lead?
Nowhere.
I want to say they lead outside, but they're probably
Yeah,
just for
Nekomaru
show.
tried to open it, remember?
Just for show. Why was something like that necessary?
So we'd falsely believe that the doors were connected to where their picture signified. It was actually very effective. Because of that, we totally misunderstood the building's structure.
Wow.
I don't get it. But I guess it means whoever designed this building had a totally twisted
Yeah,
personality.
Monokuma does.
Did you hear that, Monami?
Don't blame this on me. Take responsibility for yourself.
Then I'll take responsibility and gently caress you.
There's no way that's gonna happen. Stop with the tasteless jokes.
She swooned.
By the way, what does the chain on the far back door in Grape Tower mean?
It was probably wrapped there by the killer to keep us as far from Strawberry Tower as possible.
Why?
Because of that chain. You guys thought you couldn't enter there, right?
Exactly. Like you said, I could probably use these parts to repair that button, but even if you do repair the button, what's going to happen to the chain on the other side of the door? Chain? The door that leads to Strawberry Hall has a chain wrapped around the doorknob. Even if you fix the button on Strawberry Hall's side, the door won't open as long as that chain is there. You don't need to worry about that at all. Huh?
The killer destroyed the Strawberry Hall button, so we'd stay away from Strawberry Tower. Everything was done to tamper with the evidence, so we wouldn't find out about the secret of the
Yeah, and if we
Funhouse.
hadn't done the final dead room, we never would have.
The appearance of a body in the tower would contradict what we thought we knew about the building. In that situation, if we'd gone to Strawberry Tower, we'd have seen that contradiction firsthand. And using that as a clue, we might have discovered the truth. The truth that the two houses and the two towers are actually one complete vertical building. The killer wanted to keep us from learning that. That's why they made us stay away from Strawberry Tower.
They destroyed the button and wrapped a chain around the door just for that?
Would it really have inconvenienced the killer if we learned the true structure of the building?
Probably.
It would have been a major inconvenience.
And we will find out why in the next episode. I'm going to end this one here. This class trial is actually really interesting, and the Funhouse's structure, which has been revealed to us, was actually a neat trick by Monokuma, and like I said, probably a reference to the multiple floor thing from the first game. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, give it a like. Also be sure to like my Facebook page and follow me on Twitter, as well as support my Patreon. Shout out to my Patreon AZ1598525. Thank you for supporting my channel, and subscribe for more. And if you are subscribed or a new subscriber right now, be sure to hit that bell icon to get notified when I upload videos. This is Viola Rules, signing off. Talk to you later.